Tonight, the streets outside Madison Square Garden are packed shoulder to shoulder. 8 million people locking their eyes on the most famous arena in the world. It has been exactly 26 years since an NBA Finals game was played inside this building. An entire generation of New Yorkers has grown up without seeing a championship basketball court laid down in their city. The franchise crisis runs even deeper. The Knicks have spent the last 53 years trying to secure a championship. The last time they hoisted a banner, it was 1973. Game 3 tonight is the explosive release of a half-century of deferred hope. New York is getting its moment back on the biggest stage. To understand the weight of tonight, you have to look at the last time New York reached the finals in 1999. They ran into David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and the San Antonio Spurs, who dispatched them in 5 quick games. Since that defeat, the city has watched Hall of Fame talent try and fail to drag the team back to the top. Patrick Ewing poured the end of his prime into this floor without a ring. Karl-Anthony inherited that burden in the 2010s, scoring massive volumes while New York watched rival dynasties stockpile trophies in Miami, Golden State, and Boston. Now, the Knicks have finally broken through, but standing in their way is the exact same silver and black franchise. The same coach, Greg Popovich, the same uniforms. History is offering New York a chance at revenge. But the 2026 version of the Spurs arrived with a weapon far more terrifying than the towering big men of the late 90s. The Spurs won 62 games this season, securing the best record in the Western Conference. The engine behind that dominance is a 22-year-old from France named Victor Wembanyama. This graphic shows exactly how abnormal his proportions are. At 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan, he dwarfs standard NBA centers. Those physical advantages translate directly into data. He averaged 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 blocks per game. You cannot build a traditional defensive scheme to stop someone who operates in airspace no one else can reach. He is a glitch in basketball physics. Heading into Game 1 in San Antonio, the Spurs dictated the terms. By the third quarter, they built a comfortable 14-point lead in front of their home crowd. But this shot chart shows where San Antonio sputtered. Wembanyama failed to connect, shooting an inefficient 6 for 21. As San Antonio missed, Jalen Brunson capitalized, burying clutch shots from the mid-range and perimeter for 30 points. With the Spurs clinging to a 1-point lead late, the Knicks executed a brutal 11-0 closing run, completely silencing the Frostbank Center and stealing the game. That comeback proved the physical anomaly is vulnerable to relentless, disciplined execution. And that realization entirely flipped the psychological momentum of this series. Now, the location shifts. The Knicks have dragged that momentum out of Texas and brought it home for Game 3. The environment waiting inside Madison Square Garden tonight will be uniquely hostile. Decades of compressed fan frustration are about to produce a deafening volume level. The cultural gravity of this matchup has pulled in massive attention outside of basketball. Knicks ownership even extended an invitation to President Donald Trump, who will be in the building tonight. Combine that political presence with the historical weight of the rivalry and a 26-year venue drought, and the result is the highest-stakes cultural event in recent New York history. The mission for San Antonio is clear. Wembanyama must ignore the hostile environment and return to the terrifying scoring efficiency he maintained all regular season. The Knicks' path requires Jalen Brunson to maintain his gritty, on-the-ground execution and refuse to let the Spurs dictate the pace. A moment of wonder. Tonight asks a simple question. Will an unstoppable physiological force crush New York again? Or will sheer historical desperation finally break the curse? History rarely repeats itself exactly, but tonight it is definitely rhyming. Drop a comment below and let me know if you think the 53-year drought ends or continues.